hello, and welcome back to Let's Talk It. I'm your host, Trinity.
And I'm your co-host, Jonathan. It's wonderful to have you with us again.
On our last episode, we explored the incredible and complex interlink between the mind and the brain. The feedback we received was phenomenal. And if you happen to miss it, you can easily find it right here on this channel. Today, we are taking a deeper dive, moving from the head down to the heart.
That's right, Trinity. We're tackling a question that feels both ancient and cutting edge. Is the heart capable of thinking on its own to develop feelings? And what is the precise nature of the link between the heart and the brain when it comes to our rich emotional lives?
It's a topic steeped in poetry and metaphor. We speak of having a heavy heart, listening to our heart, or suffering from a broken heart. But is there a physiological reality behind these age-old expressions? It's a fascinating question that has intrigued humanity for centuries.
That's a fantastic point, and it makes me think about just how deeply this idea is woven into our culture and language. We almost instinctively attribute a form of wisdom to the heart. Let's start by unpacking the science, which has seen a dramatic shift in perspective over the years. For a long time, the brain was viewed as the sole command center, with the heart being relegated to the role of a simple, albeit vital, biological pump.
Exactly. But the field of neurocardiology has completely changed that understanding. Scientists have discovered that the heart has its own complex intrinsic nervous system, a network of approximately 40,000 neurons, which is sophisticated enough to be called the heart brain or little brain. This isn't just a relay station. This network can learn, remember, feel, and sense, acting independently of the brain in our head.
And to add to that, the communication is not what you might expect. The heart actually sends more signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. This communication happens in 4 key ways: neurologically through nerve impulses, biochemically through hormones, biophysically via pressure waves, and energetically through its electromagnetic field. This constant stream of information from the heart has a significant impact on brain function, influencing everything from our emotional processing to higher cognitive functions like attention, perception, and memory.
That completely reframes the old top-down model, doesn't it? It suggests a dynamic, continuous conversation between these two vital organs. The primary channel for this dialogue is the vagus nerve, a sort of bi-directional information highway. So, when we experience a powerful emotion, that feeling in our chest might be the heart's immediate response, which it then communicates up to the brain for cognitive processing.
I completely agree with your take on that. Think about a moment of sudden fear or surprise. You often feel that jolt in your chest, your heart rate spiking, even before your brain has fully articulated the threat. It's like the heart is our body's emotional first responder. Recent studies have even shown that an elevated heart rate, in the right context, can actually induce feelings of anxiety, suggesting the heart can directly influence our emotional state.
So our physical state can truly inform our emotional one. Now that we've covered the exciting scientific discoveries, let's shift our focus to how this profound connection has been understood in philosophical and spiritual traditions for millennia.
That brings us perfectly to the next point on our list. Across many cultures and ancient texts, the heart is consistently seen as the center of our being. The ancient Greeks, for instance, with philosophers like Aristotle and Plato, considered the heart the seat of the soul, thought, and emotion. They believed it was a window into our deepest desires.
And this isn't just an ancient idea. In the wisdom literature of the Bible, the heart is mentioned more than any other organ. A verse from Proverbs advises, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." In this context, the heart isn't just about feelings. It's the core of your identity, the command center from which your commitments, trusts, and actions originate.
I love that you brought that up. It suggests that the heart is the very wellspring of our life's direction. Have you had a similar experience with that idea, where a heart feeling guided you?
Absolutely. There are times when logic points one way, but a deep, quiet sense in my chest, a feeling of rightness or wrongness, points another. It's a different kind of intelligence. It's as if ancient wisdom is being reaffirmed by modern science, showing us that our ancestors understood something deeply intuitive about the human experience that we are only now proving with our tools.
We're about halfway through our discussion, and we truly want to bring you into this conversation. What are your thoughts on this topic? Do you believe the heart has its own way of knowing? Have you ever followed your heart, even when it didn't seem logical? Please share your stories and opinions in the comments section. We love making the show more engaging by hearing from you.
We really do. So, Jonathan, let's make this even more practical. How can we in our day-to-day lives become more attuned to this heart-brain connection and maybe even strengthen it?
That's a wonderful question. A key aspect is improving our heart rate variability, or HRV. HRV is the measure of the variation in time between each heartbeat. High HRV is associated with good health, resilience, and better emotional regulation, while low HRV is linked to stress, anxiety, and depression.
So a more variable, adaptable heart rhythm is a sign of a healthy, balanced nervous system. How can we actively improve our HRV and foster what researchers call heart coherence, that state where the heart and brain are in sync?
One of the most powerful and accessible methods is through specific breathing techniques. The quick coherence technique, developed by the HeartMath Institute, is a great example. It involves just a few simple steps. First, you focus your attention on the area of your heart. Then, you begin to breathe a little slower and deeper than usual, imagining your breath flowing in and out of your chest.
I see where you're going with this. It's a form of mindfulness, but specifically centered on the heart. What's the next step?
The final, crucial step is to activate a positive, regenerative feeling. You can think of someone you love, a pet, a beautiful place, or simply hold a feeling of appreciation or gratitude in your heart. This sincere, positive emotion helps create a smooth, coherent pattern in your heart rhythms, which in turn sends signals to the brain that facilitate clearer thinking and emotional stability.
It's amazing that something so simple can have such a profound physiological effect. It's like sending a calming email from your heart to your very stressed out brain. And it's a practice anyone can do anywhere in just a few minutes.
Exactly. It's about being both the listener and the conductor of our own inner orchestra. It's a non-biased conclusion to say that nurturing this connection is beneficial for our overall well-being.
So, to bring our conversation to a close, it's clear the heart is far more than a simple pump. It's an intelligent, feeling, and communicating center that is in a constant, dynamic dance with the brain, a dance that fundamentally shapes our experience of being human.
A beautiful and accurate summary. This intricate dialogue between our heart and brain defines our reality, influences our choices, and holds the key to a more balanced and fulfilling life.
And that's all the time we have for today on Let's Talk It. This has been a truly enlightening and, I must say, heart-centered discussion.
It certainly has. A huge thank you to everyone for tuning in and sharing this time with us.
If you found this conversation as fascinating as we did, we would be so grateful if you would subscribe, like, and share. Your support is a great motivation for us to continue bringing you these talks.
Until next time, take care of your brain and don't forget to listen to your heart.